Hi, I'm Susan, a 32-year-old single woman who is proud of running a $25 million business. But let me tell you, this success didn't just fall into my lap. My ex-husband Ryan was part of this journey, though not in the way you might think. He had a knack for making me feel small and worthless, but strangely that pushed me to prove him wrong. The story began when I was 26, fresh out of fashion school. I moved to Portland, eager to jump into the fashion industry, but breaking into that world was tough. I eventually landed a job as a brand consultant for an art and antiques company. That's where I met Ryan, at an art museum. He was splashing money on fancy pieces, and even though he wasn't my usual type, we hit it off. Fast forward 2 years, and we got married. I moved into his luxurious mansion. He was the head of a successful luxury adventure travel company, making 6 figures a year. Even though Ryan was focused on his career, I stayed passionate about mine, especially fashion. I was juggling my brand consultant job and my fashion side projects. Life felt repetitive, with the same 9-to-5 routine during the week and dinner parties on the weekends. In my free time, I would often be found sewing away. I had a vision and had been experimenting with fabrics for a long time. Back in college, I used to make custom dresses for people, and I was pretty good at it. But starting a fashion label was a whole different challenge. It was huge. I had some savings, but launching a company needed more money, so I asked Ryan for help. Hey, I've been thinking about starting a business. I've been putting my dreams on hold for too long, and since we're not planning on having a baby anytime soon, now seems like the perfect time. If that's what you really want, Ryan said. You know, running a business isn't easy. It's going to take a lot of hard work. I know, I replied. I've thought it through, but I need your help. I know it's a big ask, but could you lend me some money? Are you kidding me? I promised when we got married that we'd be in this together. Of course, I'll help you. With Ryan's support, I took the leap and started my own company. The first few months were crazy, and the workload was overwhelming. I was working day and night, even on weekends. But as the months went on, things between Ryan and me started to fall apart. Our jobs were taking over our lives, leaving little time for each other. We barely talked, and having dinner together was a rare occasion. I kept telling myself that once the company found its footing, I'd be able to balance things better. But life didn't go as planned. The company wasn't doing well. We had invested a lot of money into top-quality materials and the best designers, but the customers just weren't coming. I couldn't figure out what was going wrong. Maybe the marketing wasn't working. My confidence took a nosedive, and I started to think I had made a huge mistake. I needed a break, so Ryan suggested we throw a dinner party to reconnect with our friends. It had been a while since we had seen them. My social life had become all about the company, so I thought, why not? We decided to invite 2 couples we were close to, Daniel and his wife Margaret, and Logan and his wife Ariella. None of us had the time or energy to cook, so we ordered food from a steakhouse instead. I managed to make some brownies for dessert, and when our guests arrived, the conversation started flowing. I felt myself relaxing, like I was taking a little break from all the stress just by catching up with good friends. Hey, before we start, I just want to say thanks for hosting us, Susan, one of my friends said. You're the reason we're having this dinner, to celebrate your success. Oh, thanks guys, I replied. I'm lucky to have friends like you. You've come a long way, Susan. Cheers to your amazing business journey. Absolutely. Hey Ryan, how about that bottle of Dom Perignon we got? Let's open it to mark the occasion. Of course, let's make it special, Ryan said. You guys know how to turn any gathering into a celebration. That's how we roll. Here we go, the good stuff. To friendship, success, and the little moments that make life special. Cheers. All right, let's dig in. Everyone, help yourselves, someone said as we all started eating. Susan, you've really created something amazing with your creativity. I saw some of your designs in the back, Logan commented. Thanks, Logan, I said. It's been a wild ride. Seriously, you're like a business guru now, another friend added. I wouldn't go that far, but thanks, I laughed. You've got the drive, Susan. It's going to pay off soon, Logan encouraged. I'm just trying my best, I said. But then Ryan cut in. Susan's business venture sounds brave and all, but honestly, running a company takes more than just passion. We've invested so much money in this business, but let's be real. It's a money-losing machine. Dude, that's harsh, someone said, trying to lighten the mood. I'm just being real here. If I had that kind of cash, I could have done wonders, Ryan continued. Ryan, seriously? I asked, shocked. Hey Susan, not everyone's cut out for the business grind. Maybe you should have just stuck to making those dresses that look like grandma gowns, he added with a smirk. All right, enough business talk, guys, one of my friends said, trying to change the subject. Remember that epic road trip we took, when the GPS led us through the middle of nowhere? Oh man, that was something, another chimed in. I half expected dinosaurs to show up. But the damage was done. The whole vibe of the evening turned awkward. I sat there stunned, thinking, did Ryan really just say all that? It was like I didn't even recognize him anymore. Had things between us really gotten this bad? The tension between Ryan and me lingered throughout the meal. I knew we'd need to talk once everyone left. After the party wrapped up and our friends headed home, I took a quick shower and went to bed, still feeling uneasy. Hey, can we talk about what happened at dinner tonight? I asked Ryan as he got into bed. Susan, I'm wiped out, he sighed. Is that really how you feel? Do you think my company is just a joke? I pressed. Babe, I had a bit too much to drink earlier. Logan egged me on to chug 3 beers while you were hanging with the ladies, he mumbled. Ryan, this is serious, I said, feeling frustrated. Who are we? We barely talk or connect anymore. I need some honesty here. Honesty, fine. Your company is tanking, big time. It's the worst investment I've ever made. Remember when I splurged on that crazy expensive vintage golf club? Yeah, this beats it in the dumb department. Honestly, you're not cut out for this. I'm struggling to believe this. You were so supportive when I first shared my business idea. Honey, as your husband, I couldn't exactly shoot down your dreams. Wait, so you're saying you faked it? Sometimes, yeah, you can get a bit dramatic, and honestly, if I'd been completely honest, I thought you might hold it against me forever. You never told me that. Well, I'm telling you now. Think about it. You got what you wanted, didn't you? Take when we met at the museum. You were all about work, setting up that show. But instead of focusing on your job, you managed to snag a guy like me, who's pulling in 6 figures. So, you really think I'd married you just for the money? Let's be real for a second. You were stuck in that underpaid job until I invested in your company. You were and are nothing without me. I had other options, women doing better than you, but I picked you. Instead of complaining, maybe show some thanks. You know what, Ryan? Maybe we should take a break. I was devastated and hurt. Ryan was supposed to be my biggest supporter, but instead, he acted like he was the one who made me. I started questioning everything about the man I married. Taking a break seemed like the right move to clear my head. Ryan always had a huge ego. You could tell by the way he talked to our family and friends, but treating me this way, that was a shocker. So I packed my stuff and stayed at my sister Megan's place for a while. She had her own spot and needed a roommate, so I moved in. Some of my work was done from home, not just at the office we rented for the company, so I ended up hauling a lot of stuff to Megan's too. Throughout all this, Ryan didn't say a word to me. It felt like a silent standoff. Setting up at Megan's and getting organized was confusing that first week, but they say everything happens for a reason. I threw myself into work, grinding day and night. Without a man in the picture, I had plenty of time to hustle. Megan introduced me to some new people, who then connected me to more folks, and my network started expanding. I rethought my whole company strategy and decided to hit reset. Ryan had seriously underestimated me. With the right support, a positive mindset, and some encouragement, my company took off. The demand for my clothes skyrocketed. Everyone wanted them. Social media influencers were all about promoting my brand. I was on cloud 9. The truth is, Ryan had been trying to get in touch with me after I moved out. He called nearly every day, but I ignored his calls. Eventually, I thought it might be time to sort things out. I planned to swing by our house to grab my stuff, and maybe, just maybe, patch things up with Ryan and consider moving back in. When I got to the house, Ryan wasn't there. I went into my old office first, gathered my things, and then figured I'd leave him a voicemail. Hey, I swung by and used my spare key to grab a few things, but there's more to it. I wanted to see you too. I might have gone a bit overboard. I paused the voicemail as I walked into our bedroom, and my jaw practically hit the floor. There were women's clothes all over the bed, a black silk robe, a couple of dresses, even makeup scattered on the dresser. It hit me like a truck. Ryan had been seeing someone else while still married to me, and to make it worse, he had brought her into our bedroom. I snooped around a bit, hoping for some other explanation, but deep down, I knew the truth. It was staring me in the face. I dug through the closet, and sure enough, there was a whole collection of this other woman's stuff. Bags, jewelry, shoes, you name it. I took the long way home, needing time to process everything. When I finally got back, I broke down in front of Megan. Hey, why the tears? Did things not go well with Ryan? My life with Ryan is done, Meg. No, what happened? Did he say something? It's cool, we can talk to him and sort things out. It's not about what he said, Meg, it's about what I saw. I walked into our bedroom expecting to just grab my stuff, and what do I see? Another woman's clothes are everywhere. Wait a second, are you saying he's been messing around with someone else? Like cheating? Yep, you got it. And not just anyone else, Meg. He brought her into our bedroom, our freaking personal sanctuary. Can you believe that? Oh, Sue, I'm speechless. That's like a whole new level of mess. I'm so damn sorry you're going through this. Honestly, Meg, I'm not sure if I'll ever be okay again. I mean, here I was, second-guessing my decision to take a break from him, thinking I was overreacting. And then I walk in and… Sue, listen to me. You're so strong, and you deserve way better than this. We'll get through this mess together, step by step. Look, you've got that big fashion event coming up. Promise me you'll focus on that, okay? Don't let this mess with your head. You know what, Meg? There's just one step I'm taking. I'm calling my lawyer tomorrow to get that divorce ball rolling, and the next time I'm facing Ryan is when I'm handing him those damn papers. I just can't find the words to say to him. The disgust is too real. Are you sure about this? I mean, maybe you're rushing into it? Nope, Meg, I'm sure. He had the nerve to diss me and act like some hero for choosing me over better girls. But cheating and fooling around with someone else? Sorry, but that's a deal breaker for me. Whatever you decide, Sue, I've got your back. Your call, your life. I'm in your corner all the way. I stuck to my word and called my lawyer, so the whole divorce thing was in motion. Meanwhile, I had this massive marketing event for my company. Big shots and major names were going to be there, so I had to keep my head in the game. And trust me, my company was in full bloom. Not to boast, but let's just say I made some pretty lavish purchases for myself. Anyway, I made sure to invite all my friends to the event. When the big day came, famous faces, social media stars, and just regular peeps like my friends were all in the mix. I was running around, making sure everyone was having a blast. But then the security guys pulled me aside and told me there was this drunken dude at the entrance causing a ruckus. His name was Ryan. I was fuming. He must have heard about this through our mutual friends. I made my way to the entrance. Seriously, Ryan? Is this who you've turned into? I could ask you the same thing. Just go, Ryan. There's no room for you here. And what about you? Look at this whole spectacle you've created. What exactly are you trying to prove? Ryan, can we just… You thought throwing a party and gathering people would magically make you important and successful. You're a screw-up. This is a screw-up. Let's not do this now, okay? We can talk tomorrow. Sure, go ahead and do what you're great at. Find another rich guy in there and bleed him dry, you vampire. I reached my limit and finally had enough. I made sure he got escorted out. The whole night was ruined for me. My mood hit rock bottom. But I decided to keep the incident to myself. I didn't want to spoil anyone else's time. By then, I'd grown so much stronger and I knew what I had to do. The very next day, I sent him a hefty check, just to prove a point and deflate that massive ego of his. He tried calling me for days afterward, but I gave him radio silence. Finally, the divorce papers came through. I decided to give them to him face to face, and let me tell you, it wasn't just one paper I wanted to hand over, it was two. He spent ages tearing me down, making me feel like I was worth nothing. He wrecked our marriage and even succeeded in raining on my parade during my big day. That was the tipping point for me. No more humility, no more pitying him. Sometimes you've got to show your true self and stand up to these self-absorbed types. I headed over to our place, knocked on the door, and Ryan answered. We stepped inside. Honey, I'm sorry for everything. You know, it started as a joke and got out of hand. Yeah, we had our differences, but... Enough, Ryan. You think you're innocent in all of this? I know the truth, Ryan. What do you mean? You've been cheating on me while I was away, and I don't even know. Did this happen before I moved out too? Is this why you kept saying you weren't ready for a baby? Who told you that? Who snitched on me? Wow. I can't believe this. What's wrong? You know what, I don't even want to know. Our marriage has been a complete train wreck. You weren't here and things got messed up. But what we have is real. Real? Ryan, you don't respect me. You don't love me. You just care about yourself. Is that what you think marriage is? I didn't even cash the check you sent me. I want us to be together. Let's move past this. You know what? You should cash it. It's just money, and honestly, it means nothing to me. But you made such a fuss about it all these years. Come on, Susan, just let it go. What's your deal? I'll tell you what my deal is. I have 2 things for you. Check this out. What's this? Divorce papers. It's time we put an end to this mess. Wow, so you're really leaving me? You think you can just walk out like this? Ryan, it's not about thinking I can, it's about knowing I need to. Come on, Susan. You're not seriously doing this, are you? We've been through so much. Hold up. What's this? Oh, just a little something I thought you might find interesting. My balance sheet for the $25 million business you thought was a joke. Wait a minute, you're telling me this is your business? Ding, 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 you got it, Ryan. The same business you called a money-losing machine. But how the heck did you? Oh well, that's the thing. While you were busy doubting me, I was hustling behind the scenes, making strategic moves and building my empire. Surprise. No way, this is insane. You did all of this without me. Yep, without you. It turns out I don't need someone dragging me down with their negativity. I can't believe it, you've outdone yourself. Funny how success looks good on me, huh? Ryan was seriously shaken. I've never seen him so speechless in my life. His whole I'm Mr. Know-It-All vibe was gone. He seemed like he'd swallowed a lemon or something. With the divorce papers signed, I finally feel a sense of relief. I am officially single and ready to take on the world, starting with New York, the fashion epicenter, next month. Word on the street is that Ryan has turned our old place into some kind of bachelor hangout. Apparently, he's constantly moping around, wallowing in his own regrets. Meanwhile, I'm out here, totally owning the success game. It's like this constant high of proving him dead wrong. There's no need for someone else to define my worth. I've got that covered, thanks.